What is going on? We are back on Twitch again. Let's go ahead and get into it. You already know how we do. The second to last game of the regular season. Caboose hating already. You know it's a good time. What's going on, good people? Getting the giveaway. Get your predictions up. Everything looking so far so good. Just got back from work. Everything is everything. You know how we do. The games keep rocking and rolling. My boy Kyle Wu up in here trying to get the final W of the season. I see my boys up in here. Let's do a quick shout out. I see my boy Tom up in here, always lurking, looking at the comp. I see my boy Wolf Gold, aka Sean Juice Justice, making it happen. Swoosh House, I see you, big homie. Ryan Davis, as always. What's going on, good people? Double checking a few things here on my side, just looking at some work emails real quick, but we got to get to work here tonight. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in the chat. We're going to keep it moving here. I'm going to get the what's the name rolling too, the soundboard for this one. Let's go ahead and get into it. Shout out to the big homies. So it's going to be an interesting game here. It's going to be Anchorage at Arizona for this one. Going to be a fun ride as always. Anchorage, they are trying to get into the playoffs, and it's not going to happen unless they win tonight. Let's just say that, right? They need to get that popping in order to make it happen. We'll have to see what happens in the game tomorrow to see if their win will be in vain or not. But Arizona will be the opponents there for Anchorage in their way. And Arizona coming off of a victory. They're trying to get another W. Let's go ahead and get it kicked off. Let's go ahead and hit that play game button. Let's go ahead and get it rolling. Looks like Anchorage is starting off with the kickoff and going to send it to Arizona, and we are underway. Let's go ahead and get into it. Going to be returned there by Swoosh House, taking a pass of 30 and falling forward to the 35-yard line.
Shit like that, shit like that, shit like that, shit like that.
And we are on the way. Action, throwing it quick and caught by Swoosh House, taking it to the 40. Going to set up 2nd and 5 coming up. High formation here for Arizona. Gonna go ahead and hand this one off. Reaching for the first down to Samari Jones. He picked up 5, and they said he picked up the first on top of it. It's 1st and 10 coming up. High formation again, 2 wide receivers at the top of your screen looking for a handoff. There goes Samari again, finding a big hole and getting past midfield down to the 47-yard line. It's going to be 2nd and 2. I see 6 entries up in here. Let's go ahead and get it popping. Second and 2 here. Going to be another handoff in a big hole again for Tamari Jones, who's going to pick up the first. 1st and 10 coming up here. I think I got a good roll on the startup for the game, but that's always encouraging to see, right? So far so good. They're going to put him in the shotgun and hand it off out of the shotgun. There goes Samari again, who's falling forward, taking it for about a gain of 9. And the ground and pound is working here for Arizona, just working down the field, making it happen to the 33-yard line. Going to be another handoff, and this time the defensive Anchorage slows him down, getting in that backfield. 3rd and 4 coming up. Guillermo de la Cruz with the play. Right now, they're saying that Anchorage will not make the playoffs. Well, not necessarily the playoffs. Secured the upset. Looking right side and caught, pushing forward and gets the first down. Is Big Sean McGowan, making it happen. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. First and 10 again. Arizona making it happen. Gonna do a quick adjustment to hand it off again. Pushing forward to Samari, getting inside the 25-yard line. It's gonna be 2nd and 3 coming up. Let me know how I'm sounding as well. Trying a new mic position, trying not to burst your eardrums here, but it looks like the levels are going up pretty good on my side, so just let me know how it sounds. So far, so good. Arizona looking to get the first down, keep the drive alive, got the bunch up top. And they're going to hand it off again, pushing forward, and gets pushed back there from number 20. 7 carries, 33 yards. Sound like I haven't taken a shower in a week. Joke's on you. I took one this morning, so hot. So fresh and so clean. Even got my special cologne on. Not at the current moment, though. It probably wore off by now. But that's besides the point. Hand it off, and there goes JCB for his first touch, and he's going to get about 15. We'll get to the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 in the ground game. Up to this point here for Arizona, so far, so good. I miss High Karate. It was a great cologne. Going to be a drop back here, looking for man. Protection's breaking down, and there's going to be the first incompletion of the day there for AJJ. Pressure was getting to him. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Add some Jimmy Choo on today. Jimmy Choo, man, it's a decent one. I give it a B grade. I don't know what I'll do next. Almost got a man off sides there, not to be. Gonna be passing it again, looking right side and caught. And there goes Jackson Rodriguez for his first catch, getting inside the 5. 1st and goal coming up, Arizona, right on cue. A gain of 13 on that pass, and it's another first down. Gonna pass it, gonna be wide open. There goes Amara Jones. And Arizona's gonna click on the board real quick. Actually, not even all that quick. They burned through half of the first quarter and then some. A near picture perfect drive. Can't ask for anything better than that. The only thing they really did wrong was that incomplete pass earlier. That's really about it. Kick is up by Javon Gusto. And he's going to knock it through. A 13-play, 65-yard drive. Just ridiculous there from Arizona, making it happen. And we'll see Anchorage come onto the field for the first time. And then this one away is Gusto. Here comes Anchorage coming onto the field. It's going to be kneeled down there by Keith Simmons, and it's going to be 1st and 10 coming up here. We'll see what they can do. Gonna be a fake of the handoff and quick pitch left side and gonna throw an interception. There goes Mikey taking it up the field and down to the 31-yard line. And all it takes is one play. I always say it. And Arizona's already back in scoring distance. Mikey Jackson trying to end his potential cornerback of the year award campaign on a good note. It's either him or Adam Leach. It's either one of those two. That's my personal opinion. You could go either way. We'll have to check the stats and all the good stuff, but so far so good. There for the big homie right there, doing it big. 2nd and 7 coming. Going to be another handoff, finding a hole, pushing through, and going to get inside the 25. And that's going to make it 3rd and 2. With the new owner coming into play, is Dane Jones the future of Anchorage? That's something we got to ask, because we see another handoff and rolling forward. It gets pushed away from the first down mark, and Arizona could go for it if they're being 100% honest with each other. It's going to be 4th and 1 coming up. Ty White in the booth. She's watching over the team. Definitely not the greatest of starts, as Arizona will stay on the field looking for the first. Going to pass the middle of the field and going to be incomplete. Jackson Rodriguez could not hang on, going to the ground. And the defensive Anchorage, they make the stop, and Anchorage is back onto the field. Unfortunate there, at least for Arizona side of things, but Anchorage shows some heart on that defensive stand. And that's coming off of a 13-play drive right back onto the field. Made that. That's actually pretty impressive, as we'll see Keenan Kurt get his first catch of the game, who in my opinion should be what's the word I'm looking for? In my opinion, should be a Pro Bowler this season. I'm not sure if he did enough to win the actual award for tight end of the year, but definitely a great tight end to build off of, and it's going to get bigger with Ty White eventually coming to the mix, as that is going to be caught out the backfield by Quinn James. Is going to make it 2nd and 2. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We are 2 games away from the playoffs. What's going on with that?
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Going to run that up the right side and going to make it happen. As Quinn James, 2 straight touches. Going to pick up around like 15 yards total. Single back formation here for Anchorage, trying to move down the field. Going to send Keenan Kurt in motion, and then going to hand it off, and going to roll forward inside Arizona territory with that play. It's going to be 2nd and 7.
This is a certified hood classic.
Got a little bit of time left to get those channel points up with the giveaway. With the predictions. Going to look, throws the middle of the field, and punched out of the hands of Keenan Kurt. And that's going to be classified as a drop within the sim. It's going to be 3rd and 7 coming. Going to be a drop back here from Dane Jones. Protections breaking down. It's going to be a sack. And there goes Damian Chambers making it happen. It's going to be 4th and 15 coming up. DC 83 knocking down the Dreadhead Powers, taking down the other Dreadhead Powers. Brown beats Black, and that'll close out quarter numero uno. Throw your 2s up. Let's get into it. It's going to be hype up in here, folks. We're going to see the punt right here by Anchorage. Unable to do anything off of the stop. And it's going to be sent away there by Brent Scoma, looking for a bounce, and it had a decent bounce, just a little bit too far into the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Dame Chambers, Big Dame, got Big Dame, Big Sean, Big Swoosh. They got TJ going on. He's in the backfield. Tamari Jones, the Jones and the Joneses. Hand off again to Tamari in a big hole, pushing forward for a first down play and picking up about 14. Auntie Swish, yeah, that's where Auntie Swish at. Mike Jack in the building, coming off of an interception on the last drive. I mean, the second to last drive, I should say. Gonna be a handoff here, trying to find the crease, but the defense collapses the pocket. Well, collapses the running lanes, I should say. The 2nd and 10 coming. Yep, got an interception. Fresh off the boat. First pass of the game. Dane Jones threw it to the left side, tried number 20. Not to happen. Not happening on that one. Looking for a pass here. Gonna launch middle of the field wide open. And there goes Tamari Jones to the 45-yard line. Picking up the first down. He said, chill on my wide receiver 1. Caboose is just mad that Swoosh is like leagues better than off. In 1 year. I'm just kidding. Still got some work to do, Swoosh, but I like the progress for sure. As we'll see another handoff. Pushing forward for another first down gain is Tamari Jones, over 65 rushing yards here in the first half. And he's trying to crack 100 yards rushing. I mean, 1,000 yards rushing on the season. And he's right on the cusp. The week 13 stats did not go in yet. So I'm pretty sure he's right there to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Going to be a fake of the handoff and going to launch this right side and caught. There goes Rodriguez, taking it to the 41. And it's going to be 2nd and 8. Going to be passing it again, takes off to run on the right side and caught, pushing to the 25-yard line is Big Sean. And Action Jackson Jr. lined him up on that play. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Krem's 14 sacks was 2 weeks ago. Handoff again to Tamari, cuts around. Gets past the 20, right at the 20 is going to be 70 yards rushing, or 70 plus yards, I should say, 72 to be exact. Going to be a gain of 5 on that play. And Arizona's moving back to that run game. Has been working favorably for them up to this point. Going to be passing the right side, and there goes Uncle Swoosh inside the 15. Making it happen, his 2nd catch of the game, 12 yards total. Going to make it 1st and 10. Anchorage needs to get off the field. Every team has 13. Oh, every team. Oh, so it was up to date. I didn't see it. I didn't. Last time I seen it was 12. So I think that was yesterday. I don't remember. But looking for a pass middle of the field and caught. And there goes number 81. I believe that is Frederick Kaiser for his first catch of the game. He's going to pick up 5. Stats are not updated. Stats are no updated. That's all. Yeah, so we'll get the week 14 stats up. All the good stuff. Arizona looking for a TD. Sections breaking down. And going to throw a pick himself. It's going to be returned past the 10. And that's the 2nd time in this ball game, folks. Arizona with a chance to score. The Anchorage defense stands tall. As we're going to see the handoff, there goes Quinn James and running out of time. Brought down by Calvin Thomas. But another turnover inside Anchorage territory. Giving the Snow Devils chances here. Now they need the offense to pick it up a little bit. Stats aren't updated. Week 13. Only one game, I believe, is done for week 13. I didn't even see a Arizona player around the football with that interception. Looking middle of the field and caught, and there goes Juice. Getting to the 20. He's going to set up a 3rd and short situation. according to the team claim. Okay. Handoff, pushing forward and stuffed. And once again, the Arizona defense not allowing too much. They're going to get the stop here and get the ball back. Every single time Anchorage has some sort of momentum, Arizona's there to put them right back down to earth. As we got the remaining 4 minutes left in the second. A quick game so far. A lot of runs, a lot of completions. As we'll see, Swoosh getting taken down around the 35-yard line, maybe the 34.5. Going to be 1st and 10 again. Arizona coming back onto the field. First and 10, handoff, pushing forward, finding a hole again and running past the 40. Tamari Jones at 80 rushing yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2 coming up. Another handoff, and there goes Shane Knox. Making the stop there. 3rd and 2 coming. Handoff, pushing forward, using his blocks, gets right at the line, but did he pass it? They said he did. 1st and 10 coming up. He barely made that one. Tyree Wells there with the tackle. Just couldn't quite get off of it early enough. It's going to be 1st and 10 though. Arizona's still on the move. I formation coming up. And they're going to keep it on the ground, looking for a hole. Sheds off one man, Samari, and getting past midfield. And he's going to hit 90 rushing yards tonight. That should take us to the 2-minute warning. You already know how we do. Exclamation point, USFA, get into the giveaway. Arizona trying to turn up a little bit. Going to be passing to the left side and going to be caught. Sean McGowan making the catch to the 39. It's going to be 1st and 10. Going to be passing it middle field. Going to be caught, and there goes Swoosh using that speed, getting inside the 15. Down to the 13. 1st and 10 coming up. Uncle Swoosh said, "I hate you." Took a boost, calling him Auntie Swish. It's Uncle Swoosh, okay? 99 speed, go crazy. 1st and 10 coming up here. Gonna pass it, look for a man, gonna launch it, gonna be caught by Swoosh, and he's gonna get up in there. Let the Rattlers rattle. Touchdown, Arizona. I'll be picking this one up and good. A 7-play, 66-yard drive all day. Uncle Swoosh making it happen. Swoosh I was talking about, yeah, you done woke up number 4. Mike Jack up in there yelling Swoosh. A lot of Swoosh chats right now. Pretty quiet from the Anchorage side of things. Not just within the ball game, but in the chat need to get that one up. Something that they'll definitely be addressing in the draft. I know Ty White, she's a veteran in the Sim League game. She knows activity, and she knows that Anchorage needs to change to get them back to the playoffs. Gonna be a run back to the 24-yard line. There's gonna be 1st and 10 again. Dane Jones coming back onto the field. First and 10 coming, looking for a man, gonna launch his right side and caught, and there goes Keith Simmons for his first catch of the game. That's gonna make it 1st and 10, and they're gonna need to call a timeout, see if they can get down the field a little bit quicker. $14-0 is your score, less than 40 seconds left here in the second. First and 10 coming up here. Gonna pass it, looking for a man, gonna go middle of the field, and there goes Simmons again, down inside Arizona territory, down to the 46. Who scored the first TD is going to be Amari Jones for the touchdown right there for Arizona. I think it was like 5 yards out or something like that. Hit him with that seam cheese play and worked to perfection. Gonna be a fake of the handoff here, launching it right side and caught again by Keith Simmons, who's awakened himself here on this drive. Anchorage could let the clock run down, tried the long field goal there by Skoma. Put yourselves on the board, make it happen from there. That'll be my personal thought process on this, and they will take it to 11 seconds. And we should see the field goal there by Brent Skoma. See if he can knock through a 47-yarder, give Anchorage their first points of the game. Definitely makeable there. Sending this one away, and that is nowhere near close. That is going to be shanked to the left. Uncle Swoosh is clapping it up in the end zone, and now Arizona has potentially 2 plays in front of them. See if they could do something here. Maybe they could find their way down the field. Hand off, see if they can get something. They're going to go ahead and get stopped down. Arizona's not going to try the long bomb. They're content with 14 points up at halftime, and we'll take this into the third quarter. Throw your threes up as Anchorage will get the football back. 12 minutes back on the clock, and it's going to be a kneel down. Anchorage coming onto the field. Let's see what they can do in response. 10 entries up in here. What's up? What's up? What's happening? Right side. Gonna be punched out there by AJ Frost. Almost a peanut punch right there. You seen that? He was waiting for him to get his hands on the ball, and then how you do that? 2nd and 10. Frost probably could have turned around and high pointed the ball, snagged it, but chose to go with that one. Going to be caught. He holds on. There goes Justice. Getting another catch on the game. It's 3rd and 3. I did clamor into the chat. It was like, if they could find a way to get Sean Justice the ball more, that could help reawaken this offense a little bit. That's just my personal opinion. 3rd and 3 coming, looking for a man. Looking for a pass, taking off to run, using that speed. Hit as he throws and almost a fumble. Calvin Thomas, just too good. 4th and 3, and the Arizona defense stands tall again. And if the game keeps rolling like this, we will be down to our final 2 teams on the final game of the season. Anchorage needs to get their offense rolling soon. Arizona coming back onto the field after this punt. We'll see how far he can get it. It's a nice one there to swoosh and taking it to around the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming. Kawu says he needs 3 sacks. What does 3 sacks do? Because I'm not familiar how many you currently have at the current moment. Or do you just want 3 sacks just for the sake of getting 3 sacks? I mean, I wouldn't be mad at that. That's a lofty goal. Oh, ties him with me. Okay, I bet. Gonna be looking for a man. Takes off, throws the right side, and a drag in the toe situation. There goes Frederick Kaiser. Gonna make it 1st and 10. Okay, so what you're saying is Calvin Thomas is currently at 12, so 3 more will make it 15, which will be the lead. Okay, I got you. I ain't mad at you. Gonna make it 2nd and 10. See, I could do a little math. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 10 coming. My boy Rob JG up in the building. What's happening? 2nd and 10 coming up. Sending in the pocket. Gonna launch this one to the left side. Hit as he throws. Still finds a dot. There goes Jackson. Rodriguez. J-Rod making the play. He said, stop throwing it to Swoosh. Stop throwing it to McGowan. I can go deep too. You just gotta trust me. And he made the play right there. Wow, I didn't know he had it in him. He was more of a possession type of wide receiver. But he said, I got the juice too. That's going to make it 21-0. And if we're playing Madden for real, whoever picked the Anchorage team would have had to pass the sticks. But you know how we do. We don't roll like that. We roll until the clock says 0. And Arizona's looking real nice in this ball game. Anchorage has a hole to dig themselves out of. And they have essentially 2 quarters to do it. But they'll need some stops. For all my hip-hop heads, who do you stand with, Drake or Kendrick? Because I just heard that new Kendrick one not too long ago before I started the stream. He's diabolical on that mic, man. Everybody was roasting him for how long he took on the response, but honestly, both of them, I like both rappers, me personally. But if I was to choose which one would be my favorite, I'm more of a lyricist myself, so obviously K-Dot will be the obvious choice for me. Grew up old head, so I like music with substance, and Drake, as good as he is, he doesn't bring that much substance to his music. It's mostly a club bopper type of scene with him. Said K-Dot's Joan was too slow. Yeah, I get it. And that's just his style. I mean, he has his, faster paced records like DNA and DNA and what's the other one? Well, we gonna be all right. That's kind of slow, but that's just kind of how his move is. He just makes sure that his bars hit. I couldn't think of another song off the top of my head, but it is what it is. 3rd and inches. See, K-Dot is a surgical type of rapper. He makes you think. Drake or The Weeknd? I'll probably pick Drake. I like the old Weeknd, like when he first got started getting more popularized, but now it's kind of like meh. Going to be sending a man in motion and give it back to Quinn James, who's looking for a juke move, and DeJon James taking him down. It's going to be 2nd and 5. I love the battle rap though, like K-Dot and Drake going at it. Brings me back old vibes, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be a fake of the handoff, and there it goes. Tank Falco Jr., TFJ, making it happen. That was a long 3rd down situation here for Anchorage. Once again, trying to find their footing here in this offense. Gonna pass it here, going with the screen pass, turn it up, and jukes right into DeJon James. And that's gonna be yet another stop here from Arizona. I don't know how many first downs Anchorage has, but I know it's less than a handful. They have yet to find a way to consistently move the ball down the field. Well, less than 2 handfuls, I should say. Going to be sending this one inside the 15. There goes Swoosh, taking it past the 20. A return for about 6 yards on that one. Is going to be 1st and 10 coming up. I like how J. Cole was like, see, this is why I had to do what I had to do. I am not going up against Kendrick, okay? Like, that's what J. Cole said. And J. Cole's one of my favorite rappers too, but they're now dubbing him J. Fold. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man, sells in the pocket, right side and a dot to Big Sean. 1st and 10, past the 41-yard line. I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. Is going to pass this one middle of the field, and it's going to be a 1st down play there for Kaiser. Getting some more catches on what, in my opinion, is a Hall of Fame career from the tight end position. Going to be 1st and 10 coming up. Handoff pushing forward, going to make past the 40. Down to the 38, and Tamari Jones is 1 yard away from cracking the century mark tonight. It's going to be 2nd and 1 coming up. High formation again. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Going to be another handoff, picking up 100 yards rushing, and fumbles the football and picked up by Arizona. It's going to be 1st down, but he got that joint punched out. It's going to be 1st and 10 though. Arizona, they save face. The lineman picks it up, and now they're down to the 34. Shotgun set here again, and they're going to pass out of it, looking middle of the field, and caught. There goes Big Sean again for another 1st down, and working the clock down to their favor. Only 4 incompletions here on the game, here by the big homie, Action Jackson Jr. One of them interception, or one of those incompletions was an interception, but outside of that, doing what he needs to do. A very concise passing attack here by Action Jackson Jr. Going to hand this one off, turning the corner, and gets sent back after a gain of about 3. 104 yards here on the ground here for Tamari Jones. And honestly, Arizona's just breaking the clock down every which way. Won't be surprised if Arizona has the ball over 30 minutes when this game is over at this rate. 2nd and 8 coming, going to pass it again, looking for a man, going to launch his left side, and going to be caught by Tamari Jones. 3rd and short coming. The field goal will keep it at a 3-possession ball game. A touchdown potentially can make this one out of reach. We'll see how it goes here. Single back set, 2 tight ends on the field. Number 82 and number 81. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and he's going to roll over the defensive player right there to the 10. And it's going to make it 1st and 10 coming up. The clock continues to burn here, as it's almost looking like Arizona's going to walk through with another touchdown, but Anchorage still has a chance to get a stop. They need to get to the quarterback. They need to clog up those run lanes first and foremost, because Arizona's going to be leaning towards that run game for the rest of the game, and almost throws a pick again. There goes Mike Edwards, almost hanging on to it. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Going to be passing this again, right side and caught, going back for the swoosh, and he's going to pick up about 3. 3rd and 7 coming up. 5 catches, 54 yards, and a TD there for Uncle Swoosh. Trying to close out his first official regular season on a good note. He already has a TD, so he's already doing something right, but he wants more. Jackson Rodriguez in the slot, but they hand it off again. There goes Samari Jones inside the 5, and the Anchorage defense slows him down. 4th and 3 coming up. Should see the field goal team come onto the field unless Arizona's feeling a little freaky. Nope, they're going to go ahead and falter to the field goal set. Give Javon Gusto some more stats on his half of the season. He didn't come like when the season started, so he won't be eligible for any particular awards or anything, but something to build on. He's going to be getting a lot better for sure. Cal Wu is going to be keeping them in check. And it's going to make it 24-0. And unless Anchorage can come through with 3 straight touchdowns and 3 straight 2-point conversions, it's going to be hard for me to think that there's going to be a comeback here, but stranger things have happened. And at this point, Anchorage is fighting not to get shut out. They need to get their offense rolling ASAP. Kicking this one away is Gusto. Sending this one into the end zone. It is going to be returned there by Keith Simmons, who's going to cut around and gets pushed backwards like 5 yards, as was his tight end right there, Wyatt Harris. That's just some of the fire right there coming from this Arizona team. They are hyped and ready for playoff action. They will be playing in the wild card game against a team determined at least by tomorrow. Going to be almost getting a man off sides. Here comes Dane Jones looking right side and caught a juke move, pushing forward for about 9.5, and it's going to make it 2nd and inches. And that's going to be the end of quarter number 3. Throw your 4s up. 2nd to last ball game here of the season. Season 10 is almost up, folks. 6 more games after this one. Off of the back foot, throw this one away. And it's going to be 2nd down. No, sorry, 3rd and inches. I forgot there was a good gain early on this drive. And we'll go ahead and set up for the giveaway. Right now I'm seeing 11 entries, but you still got a little time. We'll go ahead and talk about the affiliates. Shout out to the GSB, Gold Standard Basketball, doing their thing. As we're going to see the screen pass and going to be caught, low catch, and he's going to barely make the 1st down is Ron Jalone. 1st and 10 coming up. Anchorage could definitely use a new bell cow at halfback, an active one. That's something that they can try to build upon in the draft if there's one available. Going to be passing it again. They're going screen the opposite way to Jalone and turn it up and fumbles the football. There goes Arizona. Stays on his feet. Taking up the run is number 98 is Brett Eisenhower. And Arizona's just on their game tonight. Going to be another handoff. Why not? It's been working and getting past the 20. And that was Kyle Wu there with the forced fumble. Yes, it is. Dog in him, Fresno State. Most definitely. He's in the draft. Which one is that? Is it someone I know? What's the user? 2nd and 6 coming. He got that dog in him. Going to pass it again left side, and running back to it is Uncle Swoosh getting another catch. Oh, dog in him is his name. Okay. I mean, I know it's a halfback. I was wondering who the user was. Yeah, DJ Boone. Is Doc Boone, yeah. I'm setting it up now. Don't rush me. Mind your business. We still have to do all the good stuff. The GSB Gold Standard Basketball. As we're gonna see that pass go out of the back of the end zone. You got, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, you got GSB Gold Standard Basketball. We got Goals, Grade 1 Hockey League Sim. And we also have the big homies in the ECFL, the Elite College Football League, doing their thing. The draft coming soon, so make sure you watch out for that. Shout out to all of our sponsors. It's going to be Paladin. If you need some software help for your business, that's the perfect place to go, as we'll see the kick up and kick good there for Arizona, making it 27-0. And then also shout out to Dubby. If you want some good energy drinkage, that is going to be the perfect place to do it. If you support the USFA, you got to support W, man. And they got a whole bunch of new shakers out. So make sure that you show some love. If you love anime, if you love gaming, if you love the USFA, support W, because you'll be supporting us. You know what I'm saying? Now, in regards to the giveaway, we got to see what the prize is, right? We got to figure out what the prize is. Let me go ahead and flip over to the Spin the Wheel app and figure out what the prize is. Go ahead and spin it. Gonna be looking pretty good. And it's gonna be a big one tonight. It's gonna be 25 TPE for the set. And who is going to win it tonight? Damn, a lot of people is going to be thinking this is rigged. This is going back to Cal Wu for the set. 25 TPE, as we see in Quinn James making it happen. And it's going back to Arizona again. 25 TPE for the big homie Cal Wu. And Kabuku saying this is rigged. I'll go ahead and copy that. What the happening? They're going to be passing it again, looking right side, and caught, taken away from the first down mark. And it's going to be 2nd and 1. Again, almost as bad as it's going to Huntington Beach. And Kyle Wu's going to take that to the bank. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the giveaway channel. So we got 35 TPE in the span of 2 games. But the best way to make sure that the people don't win it over and over again, get your people up in here. Make it lit up in here. Off needs some love for his regression protection fund. Yeah, same thing for Preston as well. But for me, I don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm going to go ahead and copy text. 25 TP, Calvin Thomas. That is good. Let's do it. One more giveaway before the playoffs. Looking for a lane to throw it to, and there goes DC 83, doing it again. The second sack of the game, and the 2nd and 17. Trying to roll out with the spin right as he was getting ready to release it. Damian Chambers came through with the sack. Now 2nd and 17. Anchorage will have to get past the 37-yard line if they're going to try to make it. As he could not hang on is JoJo Tidwell Jr. And now it's a long 3rd down situation coming up. Mike Jack is trying to manifest another interception. Well, technically, needs to get past the 36 to make a first down. Gonna be passing it here, looking, the throws it short. Got a couple of blockers up front. Gonna shed off one man, takes it to the 45, make it to 44. And it was a good attempt there by Keenan Kurt, but not to be. JoJo had drops in Toronto, so we cut ties. And looks like Anchorage will stay on the field. Final 7 minutes left in the fourth. Looking for a pass again. Going to cross this and going to be deflected there by Tank Falco Jr. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. Arizona coming back onto the field. Gonna be getting the first down play right there already. Arizona making it happen. Handoff and gets sent backwards. 27 carries, 127 yards there for Tamari Jones. Here's a question: is Ulf staying in Tampa? That is an interesting question for sure. Is the team as a whole getting blown up? Is another question. Handoff, pushing forward, cutting up is Samari, doing some skate moves, and gets to the 37. Gonna make it 3rd and 2. Will Tampa Bay follow a similar suit to St. Louis and try to build for the future? Swoosh House saying throw it deep, rip the hearts out early. Gonna be passing it. Knows another handoff is gonna be Tamari Jones shedding the man, trying to get up. Can he get up? No, he will not. But he is gonna be a first down play as Tamari Jones is close to 150 yards rushing. Not up to first until we get owner. That's definitely true. We'll see what he has to do. Gonna be a handoff, pushing forward. Gonna run through the 30. Gets to the 26-yard line. It's gonna be 2nd and 7. Wolf and Arn have not received extension offers, so that means they're going into free agency, right? I don't know about their contract, so I couldn't speak on that. Going to be a handoff, pushing forward and trying to find a crease, and gets pushed backwards. It's going to be 31 carries, 144 yards. Therefore, Tamari Jones. Yeah, the cost for them is crazy, most definitely. Both players have deals that expire at the end of the season. Okay, bet. So that'll be an interesting free agent class. Coming up is going to throw on the run. Looks left side, puts both feet down, is Big Sean. Making it look too easy. It's 1st and 10 coming. Look at the toe tap cheese there by Sean McGowan. A great job. Great awareness there. Arizona looking to keep it moving. They're going to pass it again. Looking middle of the field and caught by Swoosh. Did he get in the end zone? Yes, he did. Uncle Swoosh going to put up 30 plus on Anchorage, ripping the hearts out early. Definitely sucks when we play our worst game of the season in the last week. Guess there's always next year. Yeah, definitely a good fight for sure. Arizona's just that team in the Western Conference outside of Huntington Beach, of course. Like, they're not a team you can sleep on. They have pretty much everything that you need: a stout run game, a quarterback that could get the ball down the field, the wide receivers, top notch, tight ends, very solid, defense line, immaculate, linebackers, crazy, secondary, that speaks for itself. And then they also have the ability to flip the field via the punting, and they can knock down the long field goals. So they're about as complete of a team as there is in the league. My opinion, if there's 3 teams that could take down Huntington Beach, Arizona is one of those teams. And I'll have to potentially give it to Charlotte if they play a better game than we've seen in the United Bowl the last couple of times, and then also Toronto. Those would be my 3 teams that could potentially take them down. I think New York is getting there. I think they just need a little bit more seasoning. I think they're the next in line once Huntington Beach eventually starts to fall off, because they won't be able to hold all that talent forever, right? So, but at the same time, they do have a lot of draft picks coming up, so we might see a good long reign here for Huntington Beach. But I'm sure that the other 11 teams in the league will ensure that that won't happen too long. You know what I'm saying? 2nd and 5 coming up. 2-minute warning is here. Anchorage more than likely will give themselves one last chance to get some points. Second and 5 coming up here. They're going to be passing it, looking for a man. Is Dan middle of the field and going to be incomplete. Couldn't tell if it was a drop or not, even though AJ Frost was right there. Going to be 3rd and 5 coming. Third and 5 is here. Gonna be looking for a man middle of the field, and caught. There goes Justice getting another catch down to the 39-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Anchorage trying to move up the field. I don't think they'll be utilizing their timeouts unless they get close to the end zone. So they got a little time to make up some ground here. Final 90 seconds of this game coming up. Going to be passing it again, looking for a man. Launch it left side and dropped. And there goes JoJo Tidwell Jr. Payday for question of the day. Most definitely, I could hit that for sure. We know who's going to win this game, and we're also knowing who is going to get the setup for the prediction. So it's going to be, will Anchorage secure the upset tonight? That will be a resounding no. So we'll go ahead and clip that up, and whoever chose no, congratulations. As we're pretty much wrapping up on this side. Thank you for that time for reminding me. But 3rd and 10 coming up. Empty set here for Dane Jones. His final set of offense here in the season. Is this the final set of offense here as a whole here in Anchorage? Will they be finding out if they have another quarterback in line to take his place? Very interesting to see. I don't know of his contract either. So is this his final year in his contract? Will someone dive deep in that for me? Anchorage is not going for it. So it looks like they're conceding the victory on this one. Going to be sent back to Arizona. Looking for a bounce, and it looks like Brent Scoma will at least end his season on a good foot inside the 20. Jones is in a contract year, so will Anchorage re-up and bring him back? Or will he find himself another home? My opinion, just my opinion here. A team that he fits well with, St. Louis, if they don't pick up a quarterback in the draft. I think him and Namey could do some good things. As we're going to see the carry to the left side, that's not going to be too well. I think if they draft well, get some weapons in free agency, St. Louis could make a move on that side. If they want to find a little bit of a bridge if they want to find a bridge quarterback to get them over the hump to find their guy, you never know. Handoff, pushing forward, going to get past the 5, and that'll be the last play of the game, folks. Final score will be 34-0. And we got to talk about the final game of the season. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be Dallas at Tacoma. So we are now in a win and you're in situation here. One of these two teams will be the team that makes it into the playoffs and will face Arizona in the wild card game. So make sure you watch out for that. Going to be a fun ride as always. And we're going to see what's the deal on that tomorrow. But we got to check the stats out as always. Final score will be 34-0. Arizona making it do what it do on this ball game. Looking at the offense, 424 yards to 151 on the total offense side of things. 153 rushing yards to 17. Just ridiculous. 22 first downs to 10 turnovers. It was Anchorage had the battle won. Actually, no. It was Arizona that got the battle won. But looking at the third downs, as you can see, 66% to 33%. And as expected, Arizona leading the way with 32 minutes worth of offense. Just ridiculous. Now, going into the stats, Action Jackson Jr. with a great game here. 22 for 28. 271 yards, 4 TDs, 1 interception. That one INT kind of dropped it down a little bit. He could have potentially had close to a perfect quarterback rating here, but not to be. Is going to be Dane Jones, 19 for 30, 153 yards, 1 interception. Is this his last game in Anchorage? Who knows? Got to figure that out. And the longest catch goes to 63 yards there for the big homie, Action Jackson Jr. Rushing wise, Tamari Jones led the way as expected, 33 for 147 yards. Did fumble the football, but average 4.5 there. Can't be mad at that. Quinn James, 6 for 17. Check a cool beans, only 1 carry for 6 yards. And looking at the longest carry, it will be by Tamari Jones, a 14-yarder. Receiving wise, we'll start with Arizona. Looks like Uncle Swoosh led the way, 7 catches, 67 yards, 2 TDs. Sean McGowan, 6 catches, 76 yards. Had a little bit of backwards right there. 7 for 67, 6 for 76, doing their thing. I ain't mad at you. Frederick Kaiser, 3 for 30. Jackson Rodriguez, 3 for 78 and a TD. Tamari Jones, 2 for 17. Amari Jones, 1 catch for 3 yards and a TD. Drop wise, Jackson Rodriguez had 1, and he had the longest catch of the day there for 63 yards, and I believe that is the longest of his career. So great job there. On the other side, it looks like Keith Simmons and Sean Justice led the way in catches with 5 apiece. Keith Simmons, 5 for 60. Sean Justice, 5 for 34. Quinn James, 4 for 31. Ron Jalone, 3 for 8. Keenan Kirk, 2 for 20. Tidwell had 2 drops there, and looks like it's going to be 5 total drops. Kurt, Simmons, and Justice each had 1. JoJo had 2, and the longest catch went to Simmons there for a 16-yarder. Just complete lockdown overall from this Arizona defense. Just really good. Defensive wise, the middle linebackers are king. 14 tackles for DeMarcus Freeman. Mike Edwards going to pick up 12. Just ridiculous there by these guys. Great job. Kayla Montaigne in her final game of the season, she's going to finish out with 8. Head Darian, Kyshawn Williams, and Shane Knox each coming through with 6. Tyree Wells coming with 4, along with Jar Martinez, Kyrell Ramsey, and Guillermo de la Cruz. Ezreal Watkins with 2 tackles. Marcus Elliott with 1. Keenan Kurt, Quinn James, and Crystal Rendor there with 1. Tackles for loss, Watkins, De La Cruz, Knox, and Edwards gets 1 apiece. No sacks on the day there for Anchorage. 1 interception there by their rookie linebacker Mike Edwards, doing a great job. And you also had 2 pass deflections, so you had a pretty solid game there. 12 tackles, an interception, a tackle for loss, and 2 pass deflections. Can't be mad at that. It was a really good stat line. DeMarcus Freeman there, along with Head Darian, getting 1 pass deflection. Shane Knox forced a fumble, and it wasn't recovered by anybody here. And that's all the defensive stats. Great job overall by the defense here in Anchorage. On the other side, not a lot of stats. They wasn't on the field that long. So Calvin Thomas ending the game leading the team with 6. DeJohn James and AJ Frost gets 5. Mikey Jackson, Tank Falco Jr. gets 4. Bruno Davis gets 3. Hunter Jackson, Jay Underwood, Frederick Kaiser, Brett Eisenhower, and Damian Chambers finished the game with 2. Trevor Halifax and Reese Rockefeller gets 1. Tackles for loss, only 1 there by Brett Eisenhower. Sack-wise, Tank Falco gets 1. Damian Chambers gets 2. Great job by them. Mikey Jackson there with the INT earlier in the game. Believe it, yeah, it was the first. No, interception yards. That would have been crazy. But yeah, the 1 interception for 15 interception yards. Let's see. Pass deflections, though. Frost, Jackson, and Tank Falco each get 2. Bruno and Reese each get 1. Forced fumbles. Calvin Thomas forced that fumble, recovered by Brett Eisenhower for 16 yards. And that's all the stats there. Great job on defense on both sides. Javon Gusto, perfect on the game. He's going to end the game with 10 points. Great job. Brent Skoma only had 1 opportunity for a field goal and shanked it to the left. And that was unfortunate there for them. Could have been that point that at least kept them away from getting shut out. But punting wise, Javon Gusto didn't punt the ball all game long. It was only Brent Skoma, and he averaged 52. So I'll give the W to Javon Gusto on that one. Uncle Swoosh only had 1 kick return for 29 yards. Keith Simmons was 25 and some change there on 3 attempts on the kick return. Punt return wise, Uncle Swoosh did get his mix there, averaged 6 and some change. And we go to the scoring summary. It's all Arizona here. Got the Amari Jones touchdown to start it out for 3 yards out. Uncle Swoosh gets his first touchdown right before the end of the first half. And that's a 13-yarder there for number 4. Going into the third quarter, Jackson Rodriguez with the bomb, 63 yards up the left sideline, making it happen. And then Javon Gusto gets another field goal before the end of the third. Then in the fourth quarter, Javon Gusto matches that with another field goal on the day. And then Uncle Swoosh puts the bow on the present there. A 34-0 drubbing here on prime time. And like I said before, we still got one more game, the final game of the regular season. It's going to be a big one that decides who goes to the playoffs. Will it be the Dallas Dragons or will it be the Tacoma Eruption? Church versus Bridges, 2 quarterbacks that have been up and down this season. Let's just say it like that. But they both have given themselves enough opportunities to make the playoffs. One of these quarterbacks will make it and will face the team that won tonight, which will be Arizona. Who's going to pick it up? Only one way to figure out. I will see you tomorrow. Thanks again for everybody for stopping by. And we'll go ahead and keep it moving here. And Mike Jackson, start that piece before you start this next game, my boy. Shut up.